All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is at this time that we will begin a Q&A between the two of them. Now, I'm not entirely sure how I'm to regulate this, but nonetheless, we will begin over here with Mr. D'Souza. The idea is short questions, short responses, back and forth. Gentlemen, we will take 15 minutes to do this.
Okay. Let's begin, Christopher, if I may, with Thomas Jefferson. You kind of implied that he might have been kind of going along with the Christianity of his day. That may be so, running for president and all. But in writing the Declaration of Independence, Jefferson, a product of the Enlightenment, had a chance to lay out, drawing from Locke or Shaftesbury or anyone else, a theory of where our rights come from. Our basic rights, what he called our inalienable rights. And in thinking about this question, Jefferson, looking at all the possible sources of rights, social contracts, and so on, ultimately ends up saying that our rights come from only one source, what he calls the Creator. He can think, presumably, of no other source of rights. And moreover, it's because the rights come from the Creator that they are inalienable. If the rights came from anywhere else, if they are my rights, why shouldn't I be able to sell myself into slavery? I own my own body. It's mine. The presumption of rights from a creator is that, no, it's not entirely yours. You can sell your labor, but you can't sell your person. Let's let Mr.
Hitchens respond.
Well, isn't this a good point?
Yes, it is. I can easily say yes to the last thing you asked me. It's a reasonable point. Just as it's reasonable to know that in his letter to his nephew Peter Carr, Jefferson says, if you should conclude from your reading, which he enjoins him to pursue, if you should find as a result that you believe there is no God, you may find an extraordinary happiness coming over you. It's something I don't think Jefferson could have written if he hadn't experienced it himself. I'm only speculating as one of his very junior biographers. It's as true as Nelson Rockefeller's famous remark, which his staff used to mimic from the wings when he made his speech, where he would always say, fatherhood of God means brotherhood of man, and his staff would say, here comes fog bomb, F-O-G-B-O-M, fatherhood of God, brotherhood of man. It's mantra. It's as if you couldn't have the brotherhood of man without the fatherhood of God. Now, that's the challenge you make to me, isn't it? Now, I'll return it to you. I'll share it with you later. Do you think that in order to believe in the brotherhood of man, of mankind, our solidarity, our duty to each other, you must believe in a supreme being? I invite you don't have to say anything, you don't have to applaud, you don't have to say yes, you don't have to say no. I would be very surprised if any of you thinks, I can't believe in the brotherhood without the fatherhood. I would be astonished. I myself, at any rate, can manage to do so. And I'm as glad of the amendment to the preamble of the Constitution that was made by Benjamin Franklin, a definite, a certifiable atheist, provable atheist, who said, we hold these truths to be self-evident. Possibly the most muscular statement made in the preamble, because they don't require any supernatural endorsement. Because yes, we think that these things are innate, that we have these rights as a species, or we don't have them at all. But to claim that we have them and we need divine permission for them is somewhat over-egging the